Greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here in Navora Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. It is day 63 of 75 for EDSS here in the Realm Reborn, and yesterday we took another side trip out of Kerthus, this time coming to Ul'dah in order to complete a quest. And there are two that are at level 38 now that we can take. One is through Sintgat, and the other is through Seibold. Sintgat's one will be a lot quicker, and we'll be taking care of that, hopefully. We'll also be taking care of Seibold's quest here as well. So let's start with Sintgat, because to be honest, I've never actually taken this one on, but I think I know where it goes. So, Sintgat has a level 38 challenge entitled, Hold for Customer Support. Caught between a rock and a tight place, a middleman will always produce a pot of grease. Find out what Sintgat has in mind. Angry about the cerulean mortal being late, is he? Friend, pardon me, Edie. I understand his situation, I really do, and I would ship the stuff to him if I had any. The fact is, it's been a mighty struggle for many moons to procure processed ceruleum from Amagina and Sons, and now they've entirely ceased doing business with most vendors. It's a hard life being the middleman, my dear man. We pay for the sins of producers like Amagina, and what do we get from them in turn? Not so much as a how do you do. Everyone's quarrel is with them, not me. Do you not know, the concern has the exclusive right to mine ceruleum in northern Thanalan. They can do whatever they want. You can always try to talk to them directly. Go talk to Papa Watsu at Camp Bluefog, though I warn you, he's a smug little toad. So yeah, northern Thanalan is a place we have not yet been. We'll do that because I know I'm pretty sure that where we have to go next is along the way. And it's something we could do while we're constantly doing what we're doing. So, let's speak with Seibold and take his level 38 challenge entitled Dishonor Before Death. Seibold has but little time left, and will confide to you his burdens. Time heals all wounds, or so they say, those who have or so say those who have never experienced true pain. More than 30 summers have passed since I carried the standard of the Dark Light Regulators into Cutter's Cry, but not a day goes by that I don't see the faces of the friends I lost that fateful day. Gerbold the Red and his low second, Obrest Stillwater. Simon the Sweet, always armed with a jab and a jest, and our ever-ireful mage, Shiran the Brown, as quick to cast as he was to temper. Thormo and Thousandgill, never has there lived a man with a tighter grip, be it on his sword or his coin. And let us not forget Wallem Allison. Though it's hard to fathom now, what with all the adventurers scampering around like rabbits in the spring, there was once a time when bands of mercenaries who were the city-states turned to in need of a blade, the Darklight Raiders being the biggest and best of them bands. Ishgardian-funded forays into hellish pits like the Orm Vale would earn us a king's ransom in a matter of days, though it would take only a night of devil's play at the Mirage to see it gone from purses. But so was the life of a raider, that is until we took that job at Cutter's Cry. My brothers and I stood against herds of giant buffaloes on Ogomoro, snowball infestations on the Pearl, legions of cold-blooded Sahagin from the abyssal depths of the Indigo Deep. But none of that prepared us for the horrors we had faced in Hell's Brood holes. None of it prepared us for the Chimera. The bards still sing of the day 7 of the realm's finest warriors set off into the battles of that forsaken place but saw only one return. Seibold the Stoic. Spared by the beast so that he may warn all others who would be foolish enough to attempt to despoil the Chimera's lair. Ah, my apologies, you did not come to hear the guilt-ridden ramblings of an old man, but if you have a moment, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. The final wish of an ailing soul seeking peace with his past before departing on his journey through the 7 gates. In each of the 30 summers since escaping from the maws of that terrible beast, I have returned to its lair to pay the proper respects to my fallen compatriots. However, the years have finally caught up with old Seibold, and try as I might, no longer can these bones make the trek alone. If it is not too much to ask, would you travel to Cutter's Cry in my stead, and place this bouquet of flowers upon the resting place of the Darklight Raiders? And so, to get there, we have to go over here. So, we're gonna go over to the Gate of Thal. Put a little spring in my step while I do it. So yeah, there are two things we can do here that's gonna result in a lot of covering distance. So, off we go. Through the Gate of Thal and into Central Thanalan. As I mentioned, there are two different places that we can go to while we're here. And the other one, was, as was mentioned, is in Northern Thailand. That's uncharted territory for us, but it's also home to some of the most high-level enemies in the game. And some of them even peak out at level 49. So, the place we want to go to is going to be right over here, and then Northern Thailand is next door. So, let's be on our way. That's a bit of real estate to cover, but I don't mind. It's a Saturday. I have no problem taking an enjoyable ride on my chocobo through the desert of Ul'dah, even though I have to admit, as far as being defined as a desert, I wouldn't necessarily call it much of a desert, because, as you can see, there's a lot of trees and a lot of greenery around. I mean, when you go into a desert, the first thing you expect as far as vegetation is concerned is cactus. Instead, we have these, what look like Joshua trees, I guess they would be. I hope I have the definition correct, if there are any horticulturalists out there who can validate what kinds of trees I'm running by. But yes, we want to go across the bridge and make our way to where we need to go. Because yeah, it is Cutter's Cry in one little piece of map, if you notice, that we have yet to reveal. So, doing so, I believe, will allow us to complete the map here for Central Thailand. And if you were paying attention to the map, you will remember it is a long, long way to go on Chocobo. Or on foot, for that matter. But, if this all works out, a rainbow chaser, huh? Well, so far she's not chasing anything. Yes, I had to. Alright, so where we want to go... We'll just follow the train tracks for a while before we have to start breaking left. Next, I believe you turn left right here. And since this fate is above our experience level, we're not going to bother taking it. And yeah, there's the completion of the map, which means I get 10% of my, the 8 points needed to achieve the next level as a result. Alright, Hell's Brood Holes right here. So let's disembark from my chocobo and go ahead and lay the flowers. So there we go. Now let's speak with Norman here, the Flame Private. This is Cutter's Cry, a labyrinth of sand-ridden caverns. And you hear that? That sounds like the wolfing snort when a fighter catches. That's the Chimera, not that I've seen it. Sure, go right on in, if you're certain of that, your ability to make it out in one piece. Just don't expect me to go trotting in there. After you, no matter how hard you wail and holler. Oh, you promised old Seaborg the story, did you? He's what's called a man of principle, he is. A little too much principle, I'd say. What's wrong with wanting to live when you have a wife and home big with child? Aye, the tale that goes that rather than facing the spun for him by Nemea, he hid beneath the mangled body of his leader and watched as his companions were torn apart one by one. All so that he might return home to see his son born. Should he have died a hero rather than lived as a coward? Was being able to see his son worth having the boy grow knowing his father was a craven, a disgrace to his friends and family? Should I ever find myself faced with a similar decision, would I have the courage to walk the righteous path? Now you know the true reason I will never step into that cave. Well, we did complete the task. And so, that now means that Cutter's Cry is available to us. Before we do that, though, since it takes a while to get a party set up anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and, well, since I don't need my chocobo out on the field at this point, we will just withdraw him right now. We will need him again later, but for now, we'll go ahead and activate the duty finder to bring up the level 38 Cutter's Cry. And we'll go ahead and join. So while that's going on, while the opportunity to get into the dungeon is being made available, we're going to go ahead, because it's right next door, and see if we can start to complete the level 38 task for St. Gotts. So we're going to go back in the direction of the train tracks. Don't worry, we're not going to get caught on the wrong side of the tracks, and yeah, that person's going to run out of time, whoever attempted this fate, unfortunately. Yeah, these tasks are not easy. Especially if you're still getting your feet wet in this game. Yeah, the reason I disembarked from my chocobo is that you can't go into a dungeon while your chocobo is out on the field as a part of your party. You can only do it if he's not. So we want to run up these steps here at Nanawa Mines and run through this tunnel in order to unearth one of the few places in the game we have yet to uncover. So, walking in here also serves as a tunnel to get into Northern Thanalan. And so that's what we're going to be doing here. Since we might as well take the opportunity to do so, might as well just finish off the quest that was made available to us, and then we can continue on next time. But yeah, you go past these gates, and everything past here is going to be level 50. And there's also... Okay, yeah, they have level 40 levies here, if you are so inclined. We're going to attune to the Aetherite here. That's what we want to do. Well, now we have an access point to that. And there's also Merchant Mender, but I do believe that the Where's He have would be both over my experience level. Ah, who are you? Adventure. No, I don't remember ordering any. And I would remember something like that, seeing I'm the employee of the moon for the 9th time. Thank you. Shush now, I'm listening to the scruffy man. An inquiry about the processed cerulean shipment? From Simca to Nuldor? Interesting. Let me guess where this is going. What do you have to say with your level 38 challenge entitled Thieves and Robbers? When ceruleum is thin on the ground, plots grow thick. None other than Papa Watsu, the 9-time employee of the moon, wishes to consort with you. So, we may have a shared problem here, as unlikely as that sounds. We would love to ship ceruleum, but there's far too little of it coming out of the plant. I suspect thievery, a little steaming off the top, Furthermore, I suspect the porters. I was just going to keep an eye, wouldn't want to trouble with the labor confraternities. That's a new word. But you are welcome to doubt and question them, and I use one problem to solve another. Brilliant. In other words, he would rather wash his hands of this. Let's just go ahead and repair my gear while I'm here. I can always take an opportunity to do so. So yes, we want to question the spirited porter with much doubt, and he looks like he's going to be up over here. Yeah, it's a good thing these quests are taking place within the confines of Camp Blue Fog, and yeah, they're not lying when they said it was Blue Fog, because you can see, like, blue smoke coming out of the smokestacks, and the sky is blue cloud, and not really much else. Alright, there's our man. Coming in! I'm coming in, and I'm doubting your work ethic, sir. I'm doubting if you're a very, moral man. Still on ceruleum! 1, I also want you in the place for impugning my reputation. 2, you think I'd still be here with my arrows out in the wind if I made off with that kind of loot? We're doing almost work out here with all manner of nasties just yawns away. You doubt my words? Go check out ceruleum on those barrels. Ain't nothing missing from what's in the books. Well, let's go ahead and have a fancy at what he's talking about. Alright, so here's one of them, and we saw another one behind me. Oh! Battle in the field! Battle in the field! I was not expecting this. And I've never taken this one before. I've never attempted this challenge. So yeah, this is new to me too. And yeah, it looks like these ceruleum goblins, I think their name implies that they want to eat the ceruleum. What makes this even more challenging is that it's a rare instance in which the enemy is the same experience level as I am. And that's scary. Yeah, don't worry about the duty. It usually takes about, on average, about 15 to 20 minutes for the opportunity to take for a chance at fighting in the dungeon. But boy, these two are strong. I think I've bitten off more than I can chew. But yeah, we might not be able to complete this entire task by the time that the quest is made available. Oh, 8 minutes! Oh. Well, who knows? We might be able to actually go faster than I was thinking that we would. Which would be great. Alright, wait for my HP to get back to full. And then go again. And Goblin round 2. Curse you, scary, ugly, cerulean goblin. Oh! Yeah, back off! Back off! What do you think you're doing with that shattering business? I'm gonna shatter you. I wish I had on my chocobo for this. Alright, go. Yeah, these two goblins put up a really good fight. And they should. They're the same experience level as I am, so this should not come as much of a surprise, to be quite honest. And we're definitely getting our hands full with this thing. It also doesn't help that I don't have the most up-to-date armor, because purchasing new armor that's around my experience level is not going to be very easy at this stage in the game. You know, most of it you have to either earn through quests or get them through the luck of the draw in dungeons like Cutter's Cry. Oh, I think I may have jumped the gun here. Alright, well, let's see if we can... Oh, well, that's good enough. 1433 is good enough. That was pretty close to max anyway. And I'm really wishing, as a Lancer, I had group attacks yet, but they don't become available until level 42. And even then, it's very much a risk-reward situation that you really wish you had a party to help you out. And whoa! Okay, I think we have a situation that somehow I missed an opportunity to avoid disaster, and I better run, or else it will be disaster. I'm gonna get chased here. Oh, I wish I had... Yeah, I'm forced to abandon that. I'm forced to abandon that because somehow I was taking a lot more damage. I should not have been taking that much more damage. I want to go check the merchant to see if he actually does have stronger armor than what I'm currently owning. I mean, if he does, well, and it's not over my experience level, I might as well buy some. Battle gear. Yeah, it's all 40 plus. Ugh. Yeah, how the heck were they taking my HP away so fast? That's crazy. That should not have been happening. Well, we're past the suggested 8-minute wait time, so let's go ahead and give this another crack. Yeah, that was nuts. How the heck were they bleeding my HP so fast this time around? That should not have been happening. Well, let's hope that things work out better for us this time around. Well, looks like I'm definitely killing them off faster this time. Right. Now for you. Can we outrun you, though? This is gonna be close again. This is gonna be too close to call. I just hope I can stay ahead of him. Oh, this could not be any closer. Alright, I think I've got him. Yep, there we go. We got it. That was insane. I'll wait until my HP gets back to full, because if I get attacks again, guess who I'm doubting? Yeah, that's right, you, good sir. I'll be doubting you very much. Okay, let's talk to you again. Goblins? Drinking ceruleum? No, I have seen everything. Well, I guess I don't need to get a champion from the confraternity. That's a relief. But we'll have to make an extra trip to the plant to make up for what those cursed topos put down the hatch. That means if we get to Papawatsu in time, then we can clear this off of our list of concerns. Hang on, Papawatsu, I'm coming. Hang on, Papawatsu, I'm coming. Interesting. Goblins. No, I definitely didn't order any. We do sometimes, though, for business reasons. Everybody does it. Shush, you can stop talking now. So I'll have to hire guards for that whole area. Oh, an idea. Raise the price and I'll call it a special security surcharge. Who do you think you are, Mr. Krabs? Anyway, we get level 38 armor now. Which, to be quite honest, is the best option I can have, so let's take it. Let's take it and equip it before we get this quest started. For Cutter's Cry, ain't we? Alright, there we go. Do I still have dye that I can use? No. Okay, we can use it when I get back. We can buy some Inola when I get back. But yeah, we're going on 12 minutes now, so... You know what? Let's take on Papawatsu's next challenge. We'll just keep going until the duty actually begins. So, let's see the level 38 challenge entitled The Ceruleum Must Flow. Papawatsu would offer you another commission, and a chance to admire him if the mood strikes you. Anyway, the ceruleum must flow. No more delays in shipping. Another brilliant coup by Papawatsu. Oh, is that a feather? For my cap? Why, thank you very much. Boy, this guy's full of himself. So, you can tell Sintgott that his shipment will be there in just a few days. Unfortunately, there'll be a wee increase in the price. Security charge, you know? Everybody does it. So yeah, we can go back over to Ulda and let him know. Alright, away we go. And watch, I'll bet you while I'm in transition, I'll actually have 3 people who are available to take on the Cutter's Cry. Because I have had that happen before, where I was in transition, thinking that the wait time was going to be longer on something, and it happened a lot faster than I thought I would, and in the middle of the transition, I was not able to get to where I needed to be in time, and I was unable to be part of the quest. So, let's go over to the closest place, which would be the Gold... It would be the Weaver's Guild. Weaver's Guild is closer. Yeah, I had this problem a few days ago, actually. Or was it yesterday? Yeah, I'm sure it was yesterday, actually. Yeah, because we have not really dealt with the markets all that often. However, if all goes well, then we should be able to give Mr. Sintgott the information he requires, although it will not come with the ceruleum that he's ordered. So, back over to the markets. And let's talk with Sintgott here. Welcome. What a discerning... Oh, it's you, Edie. Talk to Papawatsu. Really? He said a matter of days. So, my dear man, you're telling me they're shipping what's owed me, but charging more for it. I wish Amagina and all his sons the joy of my gill. I hope it gives them gout. I do appreciate you sorting this out, and with that Patak Papawatsu no less. A discerning middleman such as myself will certainly remember you for future commissions. Well, you certainly have no problem with offering me another one, but... still waiting on Cutter's Cry, and hey, we accomplished quite a bit while waiting for it. So you know what, I'll take a quick time out and I'll be right back. Because, yeah, we're gonna just move on to Cutter's Cry, so don't go away, we'll be right back. Yeah, so guess what's happened? We're coming up on 30 minutes and we're still waiting on someone, so you know what? I'm not gonna wait anymore. I checked to see what Sintgott has us to do next, and it's simply go back to Kerthus. And since we don't need to come back to Seabold to do Cutter's Cry, let's just go ahead and seek with Sintgott and take on his 38 challenge entitled A Tale of Three Cities. A middleman in the pepper of commerce, useless alone, excellent in moderation, pernicious in excess. Whichever one Synth God happens to be, he has a task that might interest you. Thanks to you, I'll be able to make my ceruleum shipment to Kerthus. That's a load off my mind. A middleman has not but his name, you know. Headed back to Camp Dragonhead, I assume? Tell Edwin to start laying out his vats, for that's how soon he'll have his ceruleum. He won't take my word for it, though, since Papa Watsu's made a lie of me by tarrying while Coplans drank my shipment. Take this to Edwin as a token of my apology, and don't you sample any! So yeah, we simply have to take a bottle of cherry brandy wine to Mr. Edwin, so back to Camp Dragonhead. Yeah, we'll be automatically warped back to Cutter's Cry when we start the challenge, so... And when the challenge is over, we'll simply be warped back to Kerthus. So, we can pretty much do everything we need to do in Kerthus, and then when Cutter's Cry actually does begin, we can take care of that. Yeah, I didn't imagine I would have to wait for half an hour. It must be a slow day for adventurers in the Realm Reborn. That's the only thing I can surmise, so back into... what is a blizzard here in Kerthus? And let's speak with Edwin and let him know what's going on. Back out here. Took your time too. Hope that means something good for my ceruleum. Well, will you accept this as part of the compensation? Well, now that is good news. And what's this? A gift from that tight-fisted Synth God, and a handsome one that is. I have to forgive the wretch that fury smacked me with my lie. Quite a tangled skein you unwound there, and well loose too. Thank you for your trouble, and just you see, those ballistae will save your hide someday. And so, that quest is done. So yeah, once we finally begin, which will be now, so let's get right to it.